Manchester, like any other big city, needs to lower its carbon emissions, but we believe it needs to do that in a socially just and sustainable way. We went around asking people what are the obstacles to you sourcing or supplying sustainable food, and then we brought people together to talk about the solutions, and by the end of a 2-hour meeting people thought they were a movement and people wanted to work together. Mossbrook Growers were basically one of the 4 founding producer members of Manchester Veg People.
I'm Rob Alderson and I'm a grower for Mossbrook Growers. We want to bring a lot of people onto our site, show them how food is produced, talk to them about the issues, just generally educate the public a bit more about food. One of the most difficult underlying issues in the food and farming industry is how removed people are from where their food is produced, how removed they are from how much it costs to produce that food, and all the kind of carbon and environmental impact that's involved in producing food.
Manchester Veg People's prices are based on the real cost of production. The way the mainstream food system works is that it's in the hands of big buyers like supermarkets who have all of the power and can dictate the prices, which means that the small growers get squeezed and that it's just not a viable option to be a small organic grower.
We're very lucky to have some fantastic outlets to feed into, basically add to their models. Unicorn being one of them, and Manchester Veg People being another way of getting food to the urban population in an accessible and affordable way.
I'm a cooperative member at Unicorn and I'm a buyer of fresh fruit and vegetables. I think I'd sum up Unicorn as being a whole food store who we look to trade ethically, we look to source directly, price competitively, make ourselves a one-stop shop.
It's a properly ethical supermarket-sized shop.
We try to compete with supermarkets, but trading as ethically as possible. The arrival of Mossbrook produce has been a real boom for Unicorn. They've got a good knowledge of how we operate, and as such they've got great respect for the quality thresholds we put on our produce, and also filling some difficult gaps in local production for lines that have proved difficult to source over recent years.
We're at the Central Processing Unit down in Fallowfield at the University of Manchester. We have 26 outlets and we serve thousands of meals a day. We buy from Mossbrook Growers as part of the Manchester Veg People cooperative because it is fantastic local produce.
I've worked in fine dining before, and working in fine dining you do taste the product, you feel the product, and you also, you sense there's love in the product.
In the past, where if we've gone to a traditional wholesaler for fruit and veg, it means that we get the produce from all over the place and we have no say as to where it's grown and what we want. So being part of it actually means we have a say. We can actually work much closer with the growers and other buyers to actually work on sort of providing better local organic produce that's within the Manchester area.
The potential for Manchester Veg People in the future is huge. I think what's exciting is that we've started off with a couple of regular buyers just to kind of see how it goes, and we've got a big buyer, an institutional buyer, which is Manchester University, and then we've got a small caterer, Green Plate, which buys smaller quantities. So I think what's great about that is it's showing that we can meet big demand but also supply small enterprises, so it's for everyone. Basically Manchester Veg People can be for everyone. I think the other area of potential is with the local authority. So we have been doing a pilot soup project with a local school. I think that could potentially grow, so there could be supplying schools, there could be supplying hospitals, there could be supplying prisons, and there you're taking it away from being a niche market. So organic local food isn't just for certain people with money, it should be accessible to everyone, and if the public sector takes it on board then it will be.
I think the biggest factor though is to get decent outlets for food, and that could be shops like Unicorn. We need a Unicorn in every town and city across the country, or it could be wholesale catering distribution like Manchester Veg People, but get the outlets right and the rest will follow.